today's review is going to be whatever this name is, Action Cam Accessory Kit. So the first thing you notice about this case, as I had said in the first video, is the case is very nice. It's actually pretty sturdy, and for the $16 this kit costs, the bag alone is pretty nice. So you open up your bag, and now I'm just going to start going through some of the things that come in the kit. First thing I'm pulling out here is the chest mount. The chest mount is actually really nice. We used this chest mount whenever my cousin shot his best friend with rubber bullets. The video you'll see, I actually used the chest mount with a whole bunch of these little connectors that come in this kit to extend out from his chest and give the GoPro so it could look back at his face. That's the next thing that this kit comes with a lot of, is these things. Now I'm going to go ahead and link the video from my cousin shooting his friend. So this kit comes with a ton of these. I mean, I don't know exactly how many it comes with, but there are quite a few. Now, one thing I will say about these is the extenders are nice. The feet, I don't know if I would trust them in any place that, you know, if your GoPro broke off, it's going to be gone forever or it's going to be destroyed. Because I've had two of these feet break one of the arms and then just go flying. So that's one of the reasons that before I wasn't really giving this thing a whole lot of credit. But realistically, if you're not really using them someplace heavy duty, they're fine. The next thing we're going to have a look at here is the head mount. The head mount, once again, it's like the chest mount. It's worked really good for me. It's comfortable as it's going to get, I guess. I mean, there's no foam in there, but it's not bad. And it gets you those views you want. And remember, anytime like this, if you're in a side-by-side or something, your head's going to be more stabilized than a solid mount onto your bike. So it comes in handy at times to make the video nicer, and it's nice to have that POV. The next thing we're pulling out is, I haven't decided exactly what this is. I think it's a wrist strap, or maybe it's just for on a pipe of some sort. But you can tighten it up, Velcro it on, and then this actually swivels. So you can get whatever angle you need off of it. And once again, it's not made too bad. You can tell the plastic's a little cheap. I don't think I would put that directly onto like a pipe or something that's going to be vibrating and beating around a lot. But, you know, to each their own. Also, it's got a lock, so you can lock this in certain positions so it doesn't swivel. You just use your thumb to push this little piece over. It's easier said than done at times, and then it's back to free. You can find the angle it's going to lock at again, and push it over and lock once again. Next thing we'll pull out, one of the first things you've probably seen when you open this kit up is this nice here. This is just a floaty handle, so you can mount your GoPro in there if you take it out in the water, and if you accidentally lose this somehow, it'll just float up to the surface. In the same vein, it comes with a wrist strap with a piece of foam that'll float, so you can tie this off to your GoPro, and once again, just if you lose it, it'll float away. Both of these are nice bright colors, so that way they're easier to see. Definitely the yellow will be easier to see in blue or water, but you know, it's whatever you prefer. I never did figure out what this is for. It's just a nice little piece of foam. Another thing I never figured out exactly what it was for is this camouflage strap. Now it came with a bunch of these sticky mounts. These are kind of expensive if you buy them straight from GoPro. On the other hand, if you get the GoPro brand ones, you might have better luck with them sticking. These, we tried putting them on Kayla's paddleboard a couple times, and they just kept coming off. Whereas we've put the GoPro branded ones on, and they actually stay. This here is realistically probably the main reason I gave this a bad review the first time, was this suction mount. This is the suction mount that it comes with. And for all intents and purposes, it could work great as just a mount like on a window or something, you know, nearby. Definitely not for external use on vehicles, because when I was first using this, I was screwing my GoPro on, and as I was tightening it down, this is the mount part, actually just popped out of the plastic. It is not in there very good. It's not in there deep. There's no like lip for it to actually catch on. It's just pressed down in there, I'm guessing when the plastic is hot, and just, yeah, doesn't stay very well. So if I would have put this on the outside of the car like I'd planned, I would have ended up on the first pothole losing my GoPro. So that is definitely a negative. Don't trust it at all. And in comparison, this is the actual GoPro brand one. I mean, you can see it's made a lot sturdier. And the suction pad mounts, good bit of difference there too. One thing I do use a lot is this little bendy tripod it comes with. It doesn't have the strongest ball mount in the world, but it's enough. I use it with my cell phone a lot whenever I'm setting up my cell phone for nice little slow motion shots or anything else. It can make a nice little grip for your phone or whatever, your GoPro, your action cameras. And the bendy legs are actually fairly strong. So I would recommend using this, and this alone in the kit is a nice thing to have. Next thing I use from time to time is the selfie stick it came with. It's a nice long extended selfie stick. It articulates up here. It's got the threaded on piece once again. One thing about this kit is you need to make sure that you have the attachments that go onto the bottom of the GoPro with the GoPro mounts, so that you can screw your regular 1/4-20 bases in like from a regular camera. But because of that, that means all this stuff works with regular cameras. It also works well with like the Sony FDR X3000 because it all uses the screw-in mounts rather than the feet mounts. As I said, this comes with a lot of these feet, and some of the feet it does come with are the screw-in mounts, so you don't have to buy those separate. It does come with them. Another piece that has that screw-on mount is this handlebar clamp. The handlebar clamp is actually made pretty well. It has a good solid ball mount up here, so you can get whatever angle you need to once you've got it mounted onto your pipe. I've never actually used this clip, but I can tell you this clip is actually got a lot of bite to it. So I'd say if you had the right thing, you'd have a good mount in place. This mount here, as far as I can tell, it's for like if you have a couple of pipes or something, like on a frame of a bike, four-wheeler, UTV, anything like that to mount your GoPro. And I mean, it's just two straps and a piece of plastic, so I don't see anything wrong with it. I mean, of course you're going to have some vibration in there, but at the same time it might help with the vibration. Get some of the jello out of your video. And then just more extenders. Back to this case. As you can see, it's got a good deep side. This side's a little shallower, but it's got a nice net to put everything. I never put it back away nicely, but it all fits and it works really well. When you lay everything out and you really go through it, the main things I like out of the kit are the tripod, the selfie stick. I like having all the extra arms it comes with. Between these three things and then this case, it's not a terrible deal at $16. You then start realizing, well, every now and then I'm going to use the chest mount. Well, that adds a little bit of value to it. Every now and then I'm going to use the head mount. That adds more value. Hey, I'm going to go swimming, so I'm going to take one of these things just as an extra precaution. That adds extra value. So even if the other things you don't trust that much or really don't use that much, when it's all said and done, you're only paying $1 or $2 a piece for these things. It comes out to a pretty good value. So I would say for the money, definitely go ahead and pick one up. It's a cheap way of getting all the accessories and good mounting points you need to start up any kind of vlogging thing. When I think about it, I have to say I'm glad I have it, by all means. So I hope this review helped you. If you liked it, hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. And as always, this was another unbiased review.